You know, it was kind of like, oh, what the, hold on. Sorry, there's drama going on. I have to respond. Actually filming this on Super Bowl Sunday, and if you notice, the Seahawks are not in the Super Bowl this year, but I am in extreme denial about that. Honey, can you hear me talking in here? Good. Turn your volume up on your headphones. Thank you. Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today's video is going to be a story time. I had completely forgotten about this until I did my last video where I read through all of my old journals. Let's just jump right into it. This story takes place shortly after high school. I was working as a cashier at a drugstore at the time, and I hadn't been working there very long when I met and became really good friends with one of the girls that worked there. For the sake of this video, let's just call her Annie. So Annie and I hung out a lot, and I went to a party with her one night and met this one guy, and we started dating. For the sake of this video, let's call him Jeremy. So this was my first real relationship after high school. We'd been dating for a while at this point when this story takes place. I want to say like 4 or 5 months or something like that. Like not a huge amount of time, but long enough to be a serious relationship. At the same time that I had started dating this guy, I ran into one of my old friends from middle school who I hadn't seen in years. And so we, you know, exchanged numbers and everything and started hanging out. My best friend Erica, she and I would go over there all the time because we were all super close in middle school, and we hadn't really seen him since middle school. So he had a place that was, you know, we called it the apartment. Erica and I used to go over there all of the time, and there was just always friends. You know, there were 3 roommates that actually officially lived there, and then Erica and I had actually started becoming like the extra roommates is what we would call them. It was just the people who were always there, always crashed over there, always spent the night, but didn't officially live there. You know, we'd grown close with all of the roommates and all of the extra roommates. So Jeremy had even actually come over to the apartment with me a couple times because, like I said, I was there more than I was at my own apartment. He knew what it was like over there. He knew that it was just a whole bunch of friends hanging out, and I mean, I guess he trusted me. He didn't tell me that he ever didn't trust me. After a while, we had all gotten close with everybody, and there was one roommate there. For the sake of this video, let's call him Ben. I don't know. We had all made jokes, I guess, called him Homeless Ben, because I don't know if maybe he was like living with his parents or something, but didn't ever stay there. He was there more than the actual roommate some of the time. He was dating one of the extra roommates who actually lived in the apartment across the street. She was like best friends with one of the actual roommates. So he was over there all the time because he was dating her, and she was over there all the time, you know, so he was always over there with her. And he and I had actually grown kind of close. He was the type that was just friends with everybody and so upbeat. And so we would hang out a lot. And then one afternoon or something like that, I was actually crashed in my friend's bed. You know, he was off at work, and like I had to go to work later or something like that, but I was just over there, you know, like I took a nap. And Ben, the one I told you about, he had crawled into the bed with me and like woke me up and kissed me, and it was short, and I stopped it right away, and I just like, I felt like I was frozen for like 10 minutes. It was really weird. It was really awkward. Like I stopped it right away. I was like, that was dumb. Things were kind of awkward with him after that. And I don't tell Jeremy because I don't know how to approach it, because I did not do anything wrong. I didn't ask for it. I stopped it. So a couple days goes by, you know, the guilt, I guess, is kind of eating at me. I have a conversation with one of my close friends at work. I ask him like, okay, so if this were your girlfriend and you found out about this, how would you feel, you know? And he finally convinced me. He's like, look, he's like, just clear the air, you know, just tell him. So I do end up telling him, and he seems to take it okay. And I even hang out with him a couple of more times throughout the week. I go to work, and I'm only there for probably like 2 hours or something like that. And for some, like, I have never ever been so thankful to have gotten sick in my life. But something happened. There was like, you know, it was the beginning of winter. There's always a nasty flu bug going around. And within a matter of minutes, I go from feeling fine to just like, I literally puked in front of a bunch of customers at work. It was super embarrassing. My boss sends me home. As I am walking out the door, I see Jeremy. He shows up. He looks really uncomfortable. He looks really awkward, which he was always like that anyway. You know, I'm like, oh, hi, I'm leaving. Like, I just got sick, you know? And he does not say a word to me. He pulls a letter out of his pocket and says, here, and gets in his car and drives away. That letter is a breakup letter. He was going to show up at my work and give me a breakup letter. He broke up with me because he felt like he couldn't trust me anymore. I don't know why he waited that long if he felt like that. Ever since I had told him about what had happened, he said he felt like that even though we had hung out a couple times without any problems. He sends me a letter. Like, this is the equivalent of breaking up over text. It is gutless. It is childish. That happened, and of course, cried the whole way home, yada, yada, yada. Of course, I was 19 at the time. I think the thing that just made me so confused was that I was honest. I didn't do anything wrong. I felt like he should know because I felt like if I kept it from him, I would feel like I had something to hide, and I had nothing to hide. I did not ask for that. I did not instigate it. I stopped it. I don't know what else I could have done as a girlfriend when another man kisses me. Needless to say, that is not the first time we broke up. We ended up getting back together after that, and then we broke up again. I probably have a couple story times that I could go on about this guy. Apparently, being honest was not the best thing in this situation, even though I'm glad I was honest. I am so glad I was honest because I didn't do anything wrong. Like I said, I did nothing wrong. I don't know how many more times I can say that. I did nothing wrong. So I hope you enjoyed this story time. And if you liked the video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Go ahead and subscribe. And thank you for watching. And I'll see you in my next video. Bye.